Also, I'm currently practicing or training my own willpower right now because I was basically like yesterday I slept at like 2 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. I was basically couldn't control myself, and I basically played video games at like 6 p.m. and basically it just straight up went till like 2 a.m. because I was basically I just couldn't probably control myself, and if you would count the hours, it was basically about 7 hours. And like, truthfully though, I did do before before I played video games. I didn't play for an entire day. Like I should say like 2 days ago. So yesterday, basically, I played video games, and like back 2 days ago, I did was basically I trained my willpower like 2 days ago. So today I basically quite failed because I'm alright with that. Like I'm alright with yesterday. By the way, yesterday I mean I'm alright with yesterday of failing, failing like failing to play to allow myself to like control. But like what happened like 2 days ago, basically I was playing, not really playing. Like 3 days ago, I was playing video games, and like basically since I was playing video games and stuff, I basically was I I played for about like 8 hours or 9 hours, I think, and basically the next day I then went on, and the next day after that I didn't like I told myself I needed to like control like just this once to see how strong I am. Like I wanted to see how strong I was, and basically I was able to control myself. Like I was feeling the urges. Like I was feeling the video game urges. Like they keep telling me like, oh, it's boring, right? It's boring. It's boring anyway. So like why don't we play video games because it's boring anyways? And then like I basically just straight up and ignored it. Like I literally did was I basically meditated and did like the routine, and not just that, there was also a lot of like stuff that I was doing, so I was mostly, I should say mostly distracted. And here's like a few lessons I've learned when I was like training my willpower. And first first of all, it's literally just it's more about controlling yourself. Like basically when you're just chilling and like you're in you're in bed and like you're doing clearly like nothing, you're on your phone like scrolling on YouTube or something like that, you would feel the urges because the usual routine basically is to I should say my usual routine was basically wake up, go downstairs and like do something, do my routine, and then basically the second thing I would do like when 1 p.m. hits, after I've taken a bath, after everything else, I would play video games. And that's basically what I've learned from here is that I would always feel the urge at like 1 p.m. Like when I wake up, I don't really feel that much urges. Like it's just a tiny bit, so it's easy to control. But when it's 1 p.m., the coping start. My ego starts telling me that, yo, since it's since it's literally since it's 1 p.m. and you basically have nothing to do, like bro, I had assignments to do, and like my brain kept saying, oh, but we're feeling too, but aren't I like feeling too lazy to do those, like bro, like it's very tough to be honest. But what I've learned from that is that the copings, like they make you forget that you're trying to control yourself. But with meditation, you'd actually like that's like the first lesson I've learned. Basically, you basically control yourself. You control the urges to not do it. Like when you're feeling the urges, you just control, ignore it, and go downstairs to an environment where it is where you cannot play video games. That's like what I've learned. Like control it, or like just control the urges, the urge to play video games. Now, The second lesson that I've learned was basically it was to it was to distract yourself, like literally just straight up do a lot of work. Like the problem with yesterday is that I did my homework. It's just that some stuff happened, and like I was feeling like, since I was feeling tired, I was feeling like very tired after doing my like work or something, or homework I should say. I was feeling very tired, and my brain was like, for some reason the urge just got intense when I got tired. But I just did was I just rest, and then it took it took like 5 hours for me. I was feeling the urges for like I was feeling the urges, and then I went down and like do nothing, and then I scroll on YouTube, and then do nothing and do nothing, and then I was just doing like taking a bath, stuff like that, like up until up until it was 6 p.m. Like it took almost 5 hours before I actually started to play again. Like when it was 6 p.m., like it was just the urges got harder, and uh, I realized that's where like that's the limits of my like willpower. So if I were able to hold, like, this is another lesson I learned. If I were able to hold it at that time, like at 6 p.m., I would I would have, like, I'm gonna be honest, I would have been able to increase my willpower to like level 2 or something like that, or level 3 I should say, because right now I was able to control myself, and like control my, like, yesterday I was able, I mean last 2 days ago I was able to control myself from abstaining from video games for like an entire day. So it tells me that my willpower has improved because I was able to control myself. So the lesson here, the final lesson here, I've told you it. It's basically you gotta like the final lesson. Basically, I was supposed to say final lesson. Basically, just if you're able, like, you gotta forcefully do it. Like if you fail, it's all right. Keep on trying. Like if you fail, like it isn't always perfect. But if you're able to, like, let's just say make the second day, like if I, like, what I've learned was, if I was able to have resisted the urge till the second day of no video games, my willpower would have probably reached level 3. That's all. So if you want to have like a coaching call with me, there's one in the description. Keep on improving in life, bro.